Welcome to Empire Training's course on Learn C#, how to make a database application with the Entity Framework. My name's Matt and I'll be your trainer for this course. So with this course we've split it up into several sections. We have setup, the models, relationships, data context, CRUD and some extra topics. So I'll just go through each of the individual sections so you can get an idea of what we're going to cover in this course. With setup, we're setting up our basic project and referencing the Entity Framework. You'll also need to install Visual Studio if you don't already have it, and I'll show you where to get that from. The models section shows us how to define the models with simple C# classes and properties. And we'll also create a base model so we can reuse some of the core code for our models. As per our specification, we also have to have active and inactive models, so we're going to implement soft deletion. And we're also going to add data annotations to our models so that Entity Framework can validate them for us automatically. We'll then run through some basic relationships between the models, one-to-one and one-to-many. And we'll also run through how to create a data context. Now this is where most of the Entity Framework code occurs. So we'll start off with a simple one and then we'll create a more advanced one where we implement the soft deletion and also very simple auditing. Once we have a data context, we can then generate the database automatically, and we can also handle changes with data migrations. We'll also seed some core data into the database so that we don't have to enter it every time we create the database. Then we'll look at what's known as CRUD, which stands for Create, Read, Update and Delete, which are the four major functions that you will perform against the database. And then we'll run through a few extras on how to use enumerations in your models and how to change the table and column names in the database if you require something different. So by the end of the course we should have a very simple working sales application that uses the Entity Framework, and you'll also have a data context that you can then reuse in future projects and add code to as you require. So let's get started by looking at the very simple specification for the sales application in the next video.